Hi, I'm Quintin Harlan.
I'm George Bremer.
And this is our second series in the HeraldBulletin.com's little sports debates here. And today we're talking about the NCAA men's basketball tournament and the lack of upsets and Cinderella teams. And George, I think this is probably a bad thing for the early rounds because this is how you build your monster numbers on those first 2 days when you got lunch matinees and all that stuff. We don't have a Davidson this year. I mean, people are saying Arizona is a Cinderella this year, but that's only because they're a 12 seed after a shoddy regular season. And Arizona's a program that you cannot never call a Cinderella.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever call anyone from a BCS conference a Cinderella team. But I have to disagree on whether it's good or not. I like it. I like seeing the best of the best this time of year. I want to see the North Carolinas and the Dukes going head-to-head. And it's what we had last year. We had 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four. You end up with one of the best national title games in recent memory.
That's all well and good, but and that's for the next couple of weeks here. But right now, in the here and now, this to me is for all the guys that don't subscribe to the chalk theory, that's the buzzword for the tournaments here. This is hurting them because, let's face it, we got a lot more paper airplanes being made out of brackets right now.
Yeah, definitely. If you picked upsets this year, you're in big trouble. But I think from a simple entertainment standpoint, this is what I'd rather see. The Cinderellas are nice. They make a nice story, but I want to see the big boys now. I want to see the slugouts, and that's what we have. I mean, you look at a game like Purdue-UConn, that's a big game. That's a game that a lot of people can get behind, even without a Cinderella.
I don't think it's so much Cinderella. I just think it's that whole underdog mentality that we all seem to love. I mean, if you look up from Rocky on, everybody wants to see the underdog knock off the big guy. I mean, for God's sakes, how long have we been hearing about Milan? It's a natural reaction. Nobody wants to see the big guys dominate all the time because nobody ever roots for Goliath. But that's what we're probably going to have again this year. And will it hurt this year's tournament? Probably not. But will it hurt tournaments maybe 5-6 years down the road? Probably. So in the long term, I think it's better to have a few, surprise schools like a la Ball State or whoever in the women's tournament this year, even if it was just for one game.
I think, they definitely have their place. But I think you have them now still with Xavier and Gonzaga. They just earned so much credibility that they're no longer considered Cinderellas. But when you look at the size of those schools, Xavier's got 7,000 students. Gonzaga's got about 6,500. We still have some little guys left.
Well, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't call them Cinderellas. They're well known. They're established commodities. You're looking at schools like a Davidson or somebody like that that just lands a player like a Stephon Curry or whoever. Those to me are Cinderellas, not Gonzaga, not Xavier, not Arizona, who's a 12 seed. But if you got national titles hanging in your gym, you're not a Cinderella ever. And it just boggles my mind that people keep thinking, oh, that school's a Cinderella because they're a 9 seed. No, they were a Cinderella maybe 10 years ago when they first started making tournament runs.
I think I prefer this for the simple fact that we've got 7 coaches left in this tournament that have national championships already. I'd rather look at what's there than what isn't there. I guess that's my, I would rather focus on what we have instead of what we don't have. And I think what we have is 16 of the best teams in the country. You have 14 of the top 16 seeds left. It's the first time that's ever happened. I think you're going to see a lot of great basketball this weekend. And bottom line, that's what we're all shooting for.
All right, real quick, what's your Final Four?
Purdue and... See, you put me on the spot. Purdue, Louisville, Syracuse, and Pittsburgh.
I got Pittsburgh, North Carolina, Michigan State, and Purdue. So turn in next week, and we'll see how wrong we are. Later.